Hello guys, it's Jay Arias with my Relatable Revival, and tonight I'm going to be talking about the Chaldean Numerology of number 1, and this can also apply to if you were born on the 1st, the 10th, the 19th, or the 28th, excuse me. I am filming in my car right now. I am out of breath. It's really hot, and it feels really like I can't breathe, like it's like suffocating in here. I'm dramatic though. But this is the Chaldean Numerology number system, and this is number 1. So this brings in the energy of basically fire, the fire element. So this is going to be the energy of the sun, Leo, Mars. You'll see some Mars qualities in there, from Aries, because this also is associated with Aries. And then again, if your life path number is a 1, 10, 28, or 19, or it's that before it becomes a 1, this can also apply to you. Destiny number. Okay, so the number 1 energy, I'm going to start off with the lighter manifestations of this energy. So these people can be trailblazers. These are your leaders. They're the ones to take the initiative. They're pioneers. They're very independent. They love to feel purposeful. Like they gotta kind of a negative kind of quality of them, I guess, could be like they need to feel needed. But these people are individualists. They're very unique and original. They have very strong personalities, and they're go-getters. And again, they have such an initiating force. They're the ones to, be the movers and shakers, and to go in and to start things. And these people have great manifestation powers because 1 energy, and you think of the tarot deck, is the magician. So it's like, once they understand their power, and they're no longer misusing it, these people can use their leadership abilities for for very good things, to reach out to people in order to get people to unify, to come together. These people can have very powerful presences. They like to feel a purpose to people. They're very hardworking. They can be considered opportunists, or you can feel as a number 1 energy, that a lot of opportunities come your way, whether you catch them or not. You guys are more of progressive in life. You guys want to see results. Again, you guys are goal oriented. You guys again are very you guys are about action, so you can see ones working out a lot. These are the ones that are taking the walks in the morning, or these are the ones who have the gym routines. They're quick in nature, very courageous. They can be very fearless. Again, they're progressive. They're very proactive. A lot of women that are born under the 1 energy, and I was born on February 1st, they tend to be feminist, and all about girl power. And I mean, I'm not a feminist, but I definitely am not for this patriarchal system either. These people are very self-sufficient again, or either they need to work on being more self-sufficient in this life. It just depends. If you were born on the 1st, the 10th, the 28th, or the 19th, then you're going to notice that in your higher vibration, you're just naturally these things, okay? But if your life path number equals a 1, then you're going to have to work towards these things. So, again, these people are very confident, ambitious, they're flexible, self-sufficient, they're quick in nature, very courageous, fearless, they're proactive, motivated, they're all about freedom, they're freedom-loving, they thrive in activity. Again, these people are all about action. These are the people who are doing yoga routines, fitness routines, just for that self-regulation of their energy. These people are good with self-expression. They're driven to succeed. they're bold, they're upright, they can be like in your face. You know what I'm saying? So like what you see is what you get. These are the doers. These are not really like the thinkers. They can be very headstrong. And they can be like, it's very hard to persuade them or change their mind, which can be a good or a bad thing. So they're not really the ones to like give in to peer pressure. They would be more of the ones, if you were born on one energy, so like if you were born on the 1st, 10th, or the 19th, or the 28th, then you were probably the leader of, or you were the one doing the peer pressuring. You definitely weren't like a victim of peer pressure if you are one energy, if you're born one. Okay, but if you are like working towards the one energy, like that's your life path number, that's what your like destiny, it's what you're going for in this life, then you might find yourself succumbing to peer pressure. But I'm going forward with the lighter manifestations. So again, they're the doers, headstrong, they're willing to try anything. These are your warriors, your spiritual warriors. They're your conquerors. Again, they're very competitive in nature. By nature, so basically meaning that this could be to their own detriment or their betterment, however they use it. They strive for transformation. Again, these people are all about change. These are your initiators. Again, trailblazers. These are your movers and shakers, the ones to start stuff. I feel like this is like, kind of reminds me of cardinal energy, but I don't know. But this is the negative manifestations of the number 1 energy. So it could be, you would definitely have an attitude of it's my way or the highway. You could definitely be perceived to have an attitude problem or to be very selfish. You can have control issues. You can be very self-critical. Again, like how you feel about yourself manifests outside. So you'll notice that you may feel like people are very critical of what you do. And also with those natural leading abilities that you're inclined, like you're just naturally inclined to be leaders and to just stand out. You guys could just feel like you stick out like a sore thumb, basically. You'll realize that like it's important for you to shape your attitude, because a lot of people will look up to you more than you really do think that they do. These people can be unreasonable at times. Again, they're very headstrong. They can be stubborn. You know, like you're not moving them. They can be very inflexible, because when they're in a higher vibration, they're very flexible and they're your movers and shakers. But when they're in a lower vibration, they're just not going for nothing unless they really want it or they want to. They can be very egotistical. They could be very like aggressive, and what else is going on in their chart, or what other numbers they got going on, right? They can be even like very passive aggressive. These can be your workaholics. These can be the ones that, again, it's giving me that cardinal energy like Capricorn, but like these can be your ones that are just working all the time, worried about that money. They're just worried about that money, getting money, you know, worried about the day-to-day things of getting by. They can be kind of like self-absorbed like that, and they can be perceived as selfish. They can even come off as show-offs. This sign, no, not this sign, but the number 1 energy is not really good with patience. I'm a very impatient person. Like, oh my God. I'm 22 and I'm still working on it. And my son, I'm going to get off topic here, but my son, he's only 4 months old and he's taught me so much about patience already. And I love him so much. I'm so grateful. But anything, my moment. But anyways, these people can be very reckless. They can be prone to isolation and being very like lonely in their life, just because with that Aries Mars energy, when they get around people, they could just feel very like agitated and like just irritated very easily about people, about certain things they do. It can be anything really particular. Nothing in particular either, actually. Nothing in particular with this energy. Like, you're just you're just having a shit day. You're just like, oh my God, this person, like, and then you just don't want to deal with people. So these people can be prone to like isolate themselves if they're in like the lower vibration of this energy. They can be very like prideful and boastful. They can get bored easily. They can be very domineering. Very careless, reckless again. Very risky. Like, these are going to be your daredevils. If you have a kid that's born on the 1st, the 10th, 19th, the 28th, they're probably going to be like, like doing all kinds of crazy stuff, and you're going to be like, oh my gosh, like, really, honey? Like, I'm just glad you're here in your hole, like, But again, these people can be, they can feel like, they can feel like they're invincible, and then with being like workaholics, they can just like have this tunnel vision on what they see ahead of them, whether that's money or if they have some kind of idea, they have some kind of dream they're going for. They can just have like straight tunnel vision, so that's how they can be perceived as very like self-absorbed. They can even be very self-doubtful. With that Leo sun energy here, they can come off in like their higher vibration very confident, or like they may be perceived as very confident people who are very reassuring, people show up their very powerful presence, like they know who they are, but inside they can be very like self-doubtful. Now again, I was born on the 1st, so I can definitely feel this energy. Feel uninhibited, bullish. Again, like, you could just feel very agitated easily, very like, be very passive aggressive. Just when things are just not, if things are unrocky or things are not going smooth, or in like, the way that you want them in your head, because again, you're so headstrong, you have a particular way that you want something to be done, and you see it out, and if it doesn't go that way, you can be very doubtful, and you can get very like very passive aggressive even with yourself, and be like a bully towards yourself. You can be like your worst critic here. And then again, you can, with that Mars and Aries energy, I mean, in the lower vibrations, you can even be a bully. You can tend to like, talk a lot of shit about people and start stuff and be very like confrontational, and you guys can be, again, very stubborn. You guys could be jealous. This number brings again, confrontational, very forceful energy, and again, that's like what you don't want to do in life. You don't want to force anything, and I have so many stories and so many hard lessons with trying to force things instead of just going with the flow. So this is definitely like masculine energy, number 1. If you were born on the 1st, the 10th, the 28th, or the 19th, you're born into more masculine energy. You could think more with like your left brain. If this is your like life path, these are the things that you need to work towards. Like, you can, if your life path is a number 1, you can just, when you're in a lower vibration, you're just naturally like, domineering. You could be cocky, you could be very demanding of others, you could be very self-critical of yourself. You can be very like, judgmental of others because you are very self-critical. You can have that my way or the highway attitude, but until you like, start to get on your path and you ascend, and then you'll become, more of like using your leading abilities for using your leading abilities for like the betterment. Because I will point out, and I'll stop blabbering here, but you're just naturally, with the number 1 energy, you're just naturally inclined to be leaders. You'll notice that, like, whether if you were like, the leader of your friend group, if you had a friend group, if you were like the one that, people were mainly going to or coming to, something like that. And you guys are also naturally competitive and combative in nature, so you gotta be aggressive in nature. So you gotta use that for your betterment. So like, I feel like what I was saying earlier about getting an exercise routine, running, doing yoga, like blowing off some steam, letting that go. Number 1s, you guys might deal with a lot of like sacred anger and stuff, which that's another topic, another video for another day. But this is the number 1 energy with the Chaldean Numerology system. I'm J Arius, the Aquarius, with my relatable revival. Thank you so much for listening to me blabber, and I hope you have an awesome night.